I want to go back and kick past me in the rear end for not watching this when it actually came out. Shame on you, past me. Shame on you. Because this would have definitely made your list if you saw it then, because, holy shit, guys. This is probably the most surprising and greatest first time watch I've had of this entire marathon of Atomic Kings. And I'm glad I finally got to see this movie after hearing so many people praise it to high heaven. And I can understand why. Because this movie is incredible. It's just as amazing as you've heard, if not even more amazing than you've heard. It is a truly transcendent experience. It is a film that you guys have been highly requesting for me to put into this marathon, so yeah. This one should make you guys very happy. So let's just not waste any time and dive straight in. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station. This is your for anything and everything animation, including TVs and movies. I am your host, Jackson Small. Let's talk about the fucking masterpiece that is Godzilla Minus One. Just wow, man. I was not expecting to love this movie as much as I do, but yeah, I love this movie. It is a movie that understands Godzilla. It is a movie that treats Godzilla with respect, and it arguably brings him into a newer era in a brilliant manner. Not to mention, the story, there's a lot to talk about with this movie, I'll just put it that way. So there's a pretty lengthy review for this one. It's overwhelmingly positive. I have pretty much no negatives about this one, so yeah. This is one I'm definitely going to agree with most critics on. This movie is absolutely phenomenal. And had I actually seen it when it came out last year, you bet your ass it would have made the best list. But since I couldn't sadly find the time to do it, it ended up getting skipped. And now I'm kicking myself for doing that, so I don't really know what else there really is to say, so let's just jump right into my written review. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this lives up to everything that you guys have been anticipating ever since you requested me to review this movie. Damn, I completely understand the overwhelming praise behind it now. What a phenomenal movie. Visuals are amazing. They earned that Oscar and earned that Dead Meat Horror Award. The story is gripping. Cinematography is gritty, as a nice callback harkening to, again, the gritty, realistic, horrific realism of the 54 movie. Music is fantastic with callbacks to the original 54 movie soundtrack, even playing that classic Godzilla theme in a few certain moments that just really, really elevates the moment. The horror and tension of that original film is back in full force and is arguably done even better than it was before. Like, this movie, it is a horror film. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't say it's like, oh, maybe it's a little bit horror adjacent. No, this is a straight up horror film. And it's amazing at it. The horror is there. It's not full of shitty jump scares. Thank you. And it's legit high tension and suspense and terror all throughout. The acting is fantastic. Despite it being in Japanese, I was able to really understand the emotions conveyed by these actors, and they put in 110%. And it is more than apparent that they put in 110%. Their performances in this movie, from the main characters to the side characters to the main protagonists, they were all amazing in this movie. In other words, Monsterverse, take notes. This is how you make good human acting. The human characters are at the most compelling they've been since Skull Island, and easily the best of the Godzilla movies. Like, these characters, you care about them, they're well written, they're mature, they're adults, and you have actual reasons to care about them because they actually take the time to develop them, and not just use them as freaking plot exposition. Again, Monsterverse, Legendary Pictures, take some notes. Ending is very satisfying. Godzilla is badass and terrifying all throughout. Like, when he shoots off that new atomic breath, just... oh! that just elevated everything to crazy degrees. Rewatchability is extraordinarily high. Runtime at just 2 hours, and it just barely is 2 hours at that, is perfect. Pacing takes its time, but it doesn't feel too slow. The action is superb, and the themes of forgiveness and redemption is delivered fantastically and are legitimately emotionally powerful. Like, this is more than just a monster movie. It's also a gritty character piece. Like, man, I was not expecting it, and I'm so happy it's in here. Aside from some minor ridiculous tropes that unfortunately the movie just couldn't avoid, it literally has no other drawbacks, and I see now why it was on everyone's best list last year. And I bet you, had I been able to find the time to watch it then, it probably would have made mine as well. I literally don't know what else to say. I don't want to spoil this movie more than I may or may not have already have. Godzilla Minus One is truly a phenomenal film. It is probably one of the best Godzilla movies, if not the best Godzilla movie to date. And if you, for whatever reason, have not seen it yet, go see it now. Movies like this are why watching movies in theaters is important. Because theater experience of this, just damn, bro. Like, unfortunately, like, I'm jealous of those people that got to experience it in theaters while I had to, find the digital version. But just damn, like, I was not ready for how amazing this film turned out. And it turned out way better than I could have ever expected or ever anticipated. As I've said sometimes before in the past, I don't always agree with my fellow critics. But this one, they hit the nail on the fucking head. It is just as amazing as you've heard, if not even more amazing. And you need to go see it now, if you haven't already. This is a must-watch for any kaiju, monster, Godzilla fan out there. And a must-watch for any horror fan, too. I literally have nothing else to say, so let's get straight into the final verdict for this movie, which is a high, well-deserved, second time ever of this entire marathon. 10 out of 10. Truly an outstanding film that anyone and everyone needs to see now. Easily Godzilla's best film to date. Like, Toho Animation fucked it up, but yeah, amazing. Just amazing job. I'll see you guys next time when we talk about New Empire.
We cannot take it